Okay, this video I just want to tell you about a website that I have for sale. It's a website that deals with education law in Ireland. It ranks really well and it gets a good bit of traffic. Later in the video I'm going to show you the traffic that it gets, and I'm going to show you how it ranks as well in the search engines. Basically, the name of the website is educationlawireland.com. And if you do a Google search for education law in Ireland or education law Ireland or any of phrases like that, then you'll see that this site ranks really, really well in the search engines. In fact, it ranks number 1 or 2 most of the time. It gets about 200 visitors a day, and I get a right few queries about education law through the website. Now, I had an interest in education law a few years ago there. I don't anymore, and quite frankly the site is going to waste. So for some other person, professional involved in education law, particularly a solicitor, it would be of huge benefit to them. I've no interest in education law now, and I turn away the queries. I just tell people that I simply don't deal with education law anymore. I've enough on my plate, I've enough to be doing with business and with employment and property and conveyancing and so on, personal injuries, and that's, the areas I'm happy enough in. Education law, not so much. I'm interested, not so much now in it because it's a changing area. It's a kind of a specialist or niche area, and I simply don't have the time to keep on top of it. Nevertheless, the site is a good one. I'm selling the site, and I'm selling the content on the site, and I'm selling the domain name. The domain name is educationlawireland.com. You can have a look yourself, check out the video later on. I'll just show you the back end of it, and I'll show you the statistics that will show the visitor numbers and will show the search terms, and we'll have a look at the site then as well, alright? But that's it. You probably would be a solicitor with an interest in education law, or perhaps looking to get into that area, or perhaps developing a niche in that area, or you may be somebody involved in the education sector who wants to generate queries or develop further the website, and perhaps develop further you as an expert and position yourself as an expert in the whole area of education law in Ireland. So let's have a look at it then. As I say, we'll take a look then at some of the back end of it and look at some of the traffic statistics and Google Analytics and so on. Okay, in this video I want to just take a look at the site itself and some other data to do with it. So I'm going to open Firefox browser here, and so here's Google search. We're going to type in education law Ireland. And we'll see what it comes up with, and here's what it comes up with. This site here is the site in question, and it's my site, and you can see it's ranking number 1 for that search term, education law Ireland. The name of the site then is educationlawireland.com. This is the site. It's got a lot of information on it about education law in Ireland, various circulars in the teaching profession issued by the Department of Education, and so on. So if we have a look at the back of the site, then you'll see the likes of the theme that you can see there on the site. The way it looks and feels can be changed easily. But if I log into the back of the site, oh, that's the wrong one. If I log into the back of the site, you'll see all of the content and what's involved. Okay, this is at the back of the site, the administration panel. We're going to just log in here, and you will see once it logs in, there's about you can see that there's 194 posts in the site, and we can have a look at the various themes then as well. So the theme is how you change the look and feel of the site. So currently this is the theme that's in operation. You could have this one, for example, 2011 or 2013 or 2012 or whatever. And if we have a look at this one, we'll do a preview here. You'll see how easily you can actually change the look and feel of the site by simply changing the theme of the site. And that's not a site, or that's not a theme now that's going to really suit us. It will require a bit of work. We could use a different theme then. For example, 2014 would probably be a more suitable one. No, that's no good. If we go to 2011, you'll see how the site would look if you used this particular theme. But it's entirely up to yourself, obviously, what theme you use and employ on your site. Currently, I'm just using this fairly basic Semiologic theme, and that's the site there, Education Law Ireland. In terms of traffic and so on, I want to have a look at that now. Okay, this is my administration panel for my hosting account, or one of my hosting accounts. I actually have a couple of them. This is the C panel, and we can have a look, if we look at the OSTATs, what the traffic numbers are like for the particular site. You'll see there I have a number of sites, a good few sites actually, but the Education Law Ireland one is the one that we're looking at. And we want to check the figures. Now you'll see here the unique visitors in January 3292, February 3,500, March a jump of nearly 1,000 to 4,600, and today on the 13th of April there's 2,050 unique visitors already visited the site this month. You'll see that the daily traffic count is around about, I suppose, averaging 200 visitors per day or thereabouts, and the types of search terms that people are using to find my site, find this particular site, are as follows. They're set out down here. So far this month, 14th or 13th of April, you'll see the various search terms: appointment letter for school, joining letter to principal, procedures for appointment of a principal, letter to principal for appointment, and there's plenty of other search phrases there as well. These are all to do with this one there, dealing with stress or something in dealing with stress as an SNA. So quite a lot of the queries that I would have had in relation to the education area would have come from SNAs and maybe even ancillary staff. But obviously it's entirely up to yourself what sort of a market you cultivate. The bottom line is that the site is ranking number 1 or number 2 when you search for education law in Ireland. It's getting about 200 visitors a day. It's obviously of huge benefit to somebody with an interest in education law, and a solicitor would probably be the best person for this particular site, particularly a solicitor who has an interest in education law or perhaps wants to develop that area in their practice. So I'm open to offers, and that's the site. If you have any questions, maybe just send me an email and I'll answer the questions. But what I'm selling is the domain name educationlawireland.com and the website, including all of the content on the website. It's up to yourself then after that how you what theme you use, and you know how you change it and so on and so forth. Okay, that's educationlawireland.com. It's as I say, for sale.